There comes a point in your life to where you literally reach a point of no return to where you can't go back, you can't do what you used to do, you can't be who you used to be. It has to be a mentality that says, I'm moving to the next level of my life because I'm going to be better presently for the future. Let's talk about it. I've got three things that I want to share with you. And the third one is literally what you need to listen to and is what is going to make you thrive as we talk about it right here on In the Mix. You know, we're talking today about the point of no return, why you can't go back. And number one, I really think this kind of synthesizes a lot of what I want to share, and that is the past has nothing new to offer you. This is a statement I heard: the past is tapping you on your shoulder. Don't look back. And for too many of us, we continue to look back, we continue to go back to what it is that we should be delivered from. It's kind of like giving CPR to dead relationships. Why are you trying to breathe new life into what is a stalemate? Why are you trying to breathe something back into what no longer should exist for you? Past is tapping you on your shoulder, trying to get your attention. Who's trying to get your attention? What's trying to get your attention? What do you have in your life that's now being held over your head when you know it ought to be on your feet? It ought to be under your feet. The past has nothing new to offer you. It's kind of like watching a movie and you already know how it's going to end. From time to time, I watch Game 5 of the 1997 NBA Finals. It's Michael Jordan's flu game. It was just an incredible game. How he was able to push through how he was feeling, how he was able to push through the flu and make it do what it do. I think if I'm not mistaken, he had 38 points that game and he just pushed himself to the limit. And they won the game. And sometimes I'm watching the game and I'm kind of frustrated with the Bulls. Like, come on, why would you make that bad pass? Why would you shoot that shot? Knowing how the game is going to end. You have to get to this particular place to where, you know what? I know how this is going to end. Let me not even entangle myself with it. I know how this is going to end. Why am I even stressing over this? Move your life to another level, into another dimension by saying, you know what, this is the point of no return. I can't go back. I can't look back. I can't keep electric slide. I can't keep moonwalking when I need to be making forward progress. Secondly, your future you requires a new you. The future requires a new you. The point of no return says, I can't keep going back if I'm going to make forward progress. It is this statement of forward ever, backward never. That's the mentality that we have to adopt. That's the mindset that we have to be beholden to. Forward ever, backward never. The future is going to require a new you. What are you going to do now to become new? To develop your mindset? What new thoughts are you going to think? What new mindset are you going to adopt? What new relationships are you now going to foster? What new habits are going to replace the old habits? The future is going to require a new you. You don't get into the future. You don't get into the destiny of who it is that you are and the future you, the best you that you can possibly be, by still being the same old you. It's kind of like this, a mindset of a mailman. And that is, you have to now make a statement and write something on a letter that does not belong at your address. And you have to say, return to sender. Return to sender. Sometimes I get mail at my house that is addressed to somebody else. They don't live here. I get some bills that don't belong to me. They don't belong here. So guess what I do? I put return to sender. Nobody lives here by this name. Nobody has this particular address here. Nobody lives here by this particular aspect of who it is that they are. Send this mail back because it doesn't belong here. When negative thoughts come to your mindset, you have to say return to sender. When now the past keeps trying to rear its ugly head to come back into your life, return to sender. You cannot marry your future until you divorce your past. Send back in the same direction where it came from. It doesn't belong here. You belong there. And because you belong there, you should not entangle what wants to keep you here. The way that you're going to get there from here is by now moving your mindset to another place and say, no, this is the point of no return. I can't keep going back. I got to make forward progress, forward ever, backward never. It doesn't matter if the past continually pats me on the back and taps me on the back. I'm not looking back. I'm not going back. Come on, look at all the forward progress that you've made. It's got to say to yourself, nothing missing, nothing wasted, nothing broken. I didn't get this far to only just get this far. Look at the changes that you've made in your eating habits. Look at the changes that you've made when you've addressed certain traumas and triggers and addictions in your life. Why would you go back and revisit the past when the future's calling you? Past has nothing new to offer you, number one. Secondly, your future requires a new you. Thirdly, you got to give God the pen. Too many of us, we continue to read and reread the same chapter. Same chapter of hurt, same chapter of pain, same chapter of abuse, same chapter of trial and trauma and negativity. We continually reread the same chapter. When in actuality, here's what we have to do. We don't just need to flip the page. We don't just need to turn to a new chapter. We need to rip out the old chapter. See, the propensity is to go back and reread it because it's still there when we need to rip it out. Rip it out, discard of it, throw it away, trash it, and then give God the pen so that he can write a new chapter. See, a lot of times when we want to write our own chapter, it never turns out the way that it needs to turn out because to a certain degree, we're writing from a lens and a perspective of that which has not been healed yet. We're writing from a lens and a perspective of retribution, of hurt and of pain, when we need to give God the pen so that he can write a new chapter and he can give us a new name of victory, a new name of peace, a new name of protection and provision, a new name of favor, allowing him to write a new chapter. What do you want that chapter in your life to be called? Come on, even as I'm talking, I want you to start writing. What do you want that new chapter to be called in your life? Maybe that new chapter needs to be love. Maybe it needs to be multiplication. Maybe it needs to be restoration, determination. What does that new chapter in your life need to be called? Maybe that new chapter needs to be called this, the point of no return. That's the whole point. The whole point is that I'm not going to keep returning back to what God delivered me from. The point is that I'm not going to keep returning back to what I ought to now have victory over. But that takes you to a mindset that says I'm shifting from where it is that I am to where I need to be. I'm moving my life into a place of a paradigm shift. Nothing changes if nothing changes. The future doesn't change for you if you keep presently living in your past. Here's what you have to do. You got to wave so long bye-bye. Nice knowing you. You served your purpose. But this particular season is over. And this new season in my life has now sprung ahead, has now led me to a place of replenishing, restoring, refreshing, reviving, and rejuvenating my spirit. You can't cope. You can't go back. Going back doesn't even serve you. You've outgrown that space. You've outgrown those people. You've outgrown that mindset. You've outgrown that limited level. You've outgrown those limitations. You've got new experiences now. And now because of it, it's time to make some new changes so that it shifts the climate and the trajectory of your future. I want to show you how to do that in my amazing Eagles community, where I'm coaching, I'm teaching, I'm training, I'm mentoring you to where you're not going to go back to what you now have victory over. I want to show you how to do that. Don't you see yourself moving to a place of a transformed you, a new you, a better version of you, you 2.0? I see you in the future and you look far better than you do right now. I want you to join my community, theeaglesacademy.com. Go there right now. Most transformative online community that you're going to be a part of. And I want you to join it. theeaglesacademy.com. When you get there, tap the Enroll Now button. Fill out the form. I guarantee you're going to be transformed. I know you're transformed by this conversation of illumination. I want you to drop a love donation on Cash App, $GiveTRW, on PayPal, info@EddieConnor.com, and then even on Zelle, EddieConnorJr, gmail.com. Link is in the chat, link is in the description of this video for how and where to give. Your support helps me to support our community in a greater way. And we're in a time of tough times. But here's what I understand. Tough times don't last. Tough people do. And I have that determination to help people to make it through those tough times. You can help me to streamline it and spearhead it and move people to another level as we're trying to create greater change here in the city of Detroit. You can help me do that. I appreciate your support and your donation. Hit that thumbs up button on this video. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. I've been growing your greatness. Help me to grow our channel for change that creates change and that breaks chains. Follow me on social media at EddieConnorJr, EddieConnor. Put some respect on my name, family. ConnorJr. Let me know what you thought about the show in the comments below. Let me know what you thought about the show. You know I got to go, but I just want you to know, it's yours truly, Dr. Eddie, your main man, 100 grand, your brother. And I mean that from another mother. Family has been fun, but you know, brother, got to run. So I want you to know it's been a privilege and a pleasure, a treat and a treasure, a joy beyond measure. But I want you to remember to keep the faith and believe. It's going to be bigger. It's going to be better. It's going to be brighter. Peace and a whole lot of love. Keep soaring.